Hi guys, welcome back to G I Can Cook. Today we're cooking up something absolutely delicious, Jamaican oxtail. First things first, we're going to season the oxtail. To the oxtail, I've added a chopped onion, scallion, crushed garlic and crushed ginger, beef bouillon, salt, ketchup, Jamaican pimento berries, thyme and black pepper. Now give it a good mix. You want to make sure that the oxtail is well coated with all of that seasoning. Now let the oxtail sit and marinate for at least 4 hours. I typically like to let this sit overnight, but if you don't have the time, 4 hours is just fine. And trust me, this step is key to getting the deep, authentic flavor. And as always, I will have the recipe linked below in the description box. Now that the oxtail has marinated overnight, it's time to get cooking. I'm going to coat it with browning. The browning adds a rich, deep color to the oxtail, giving them that signature dark caramelized look. It also enhances the flavor, gives it kind of a mild, savory flavor, which balances out the spicy elements of the dish. And I had to use gloves for this part because I didn't want that all over my fingers. In a large pot over medium heat, heat a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, add the oxtails. We're going to brown them for about 5 minutes. This step is important because it helps to develop that deep, rich flavor. Stir it occasionally as it cooks so that it doesn't burn. And you don't want to add water at this step. Cover the pot and let the oxtail cook in its own juices for about 15 minutes. Cooking the oxtail in its own juices helps to infuse even more flavor into the meat. Now let it simmer. You will notice the liquid reducing, which is exactly what you want. Now add enough water to cover and then bring it to a boil. Oxtail takes a long time to cook, so you can cook it on the stovetop and allow it to simmer for at least 2 hours, and the cook time depends on the thickness of the oxtail. You can shorten the cooking time by making it in a pressure cooker. That should take approximately an hour if you're using an electric pressure cooker. And you can also make it in the slow cooker, and I do have a recipe for slow cooker oxtail and I will link it below. Now that the oxtail is tender, it's time to add butter beans, and I'm using canned butter beans. I'm also adding additional salt. If the liquid has reduced too much, just add a little bit more to cover the oxtail, but not too much because this is going to cook for an additional 25 to 30 minutes. As it cooks, the butter beans will soften and it also helps to thicken the liquid. To finish it off, I'm adding scallion and a Scotch bonnet pepper. Now I'm adding the pepper at the end just for a little additional flavor because I did not want it to burst in the pot. You can add it with the butter beans and allow it to simmer. I didn't want to risk it bursting in the pot because my kids will be eating this dish and I didn't want it to be too spicy. There you have it, rich, tender and delicious Jamaican style oxtail. Serve it up with rice and peas, cabbage and plantain for one delicious meal. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.